second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hey, girl. Hey, it's the new moon, isn't it? It's the new moon. 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 So I just wanted to come and stop by real quick and say what's good. What's goody? How you feeling? How you been? You know what I mean? How you doing? Checking on you, like what's up? To let you know it's the new moon and what's good, right? So we're gonna burn some ancestor money. Of course we are. Let's. I'm gonna go. Just, you know, I just want to say, first off, happy new moon. Can you pour me some in here?
No. You come over here and pour it both drinks.
What? I'm busy.
You.
Mom, I can pour it for you.
No, you can't pour it for me. I'd be a bad mom if I let you pour my alcohol for me.
Alright,
So good evening. It is the new moon tonight. Sneezy!
favorite receiver. Or second favorite receiver.
I told you already. I told you already, Mom.
No, I said second one.
A second favorite receiver. So let's go with the Chiefs. Deron Cherry. Carlos Carson. I met him. I met him on the Chiefs field on Arrowhead Stadium.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Remember when we went up to Atlanta for the hurricane? And Carlin had the SpongeBob?
I actually don't remember that.
Sneezy!
Where'd I leave?
Ew.
Well, he had season tickets to the Chiefs.
Okay, it's about to be dark when I step out here. Jabril, tell your sister I'm going outside. Today, I managed to do a little gardening. It's been so long since I was able to pull my weeds. I haven't pulled weeds in so long. So today I pulled the weeds. The garden looks so much better now. And I was able to prune my hibiscus tree also. So now it is new moon energy, and I'm gonna get started with burning of some ancestor money. And 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab something. Oh, you live too? Don't come in here, cat. Okay, so we're gonna burn some ancestor money. But look, I understand that this little practice for many people is not a regular thing. And that's cool too. I like it though, because I like it. Shit. I don't gotta explain why I like some shit. I just like it. God damn it, that should be enough. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. We got some kind of like what we would consider some tinder out here with some of these like plants. So I did prune some of my plants today, and my daughter's been doing a little gardening too. So we've kind of both been like low-key gardening. Oof, let me put this on the floor. Okay. Yep. And then, so last night I kind of came live for just like a quick little 10-minute video, and I wanted to kind of come in and just kind of recap on that video, because it's so important to remember that the process of life is like a, first off, every day, as long as we're alive and we're living, we're always creating, right? And you may be creating by default and not knowing it. But even if you created by default and you didn't know it, if you know now that you're conscious, that you're a creator, then you should be willing to take responsibility for that, for the purpose of your future endeavors and your future creations. And although that doesn't have to mean that you're like fully skilled on it, right? Like sometimes it's could be considered like a scary thought, like, oh, I'm not ready yet, but you kind of are, like, because you've been living your whole life. You know what I mean? So to some degree, you know, you may not know exactly the exact right formula all the time, but you get to learn it, and it's a process. And I've taken my time. I had to like learn the whole process of being more conscious with my creation. And you got that same pathway you got to take, you know. If you want to learn how to be more conscious with your creation, it takes effort, but it is going to start with some core things, like admitting that I am a conscious creator, or a conscious or unconscious, but regardless, you're the creator, right, of your situations. Now, obviously, you are most people are co-creating, right, because you got other people in your life, and or maybe other people that you live with or around. And so they kind of participate in that process too, but don't negate your participation. Don't negate your ability to create, you know, in your life. And, you know, I feel like we've become so accustomed to like this concept of an external God that we are so much more comfortable allowing external power to have more power than us ourselves of our lives. When I began to learn about this stuff, I was all too happy to know that I have more power than I was being told or being taught that I did have. Because then that meant that I had the ability, even if I fucked it up sometimes, right? And I did, honey. I royally fucked it up sometimes. But even if I fucked it up sometimes, I still, every opportunity I get to choose another moment to create something great, I still have a chance to try, to make the effort. And so while I get it, like if you feel like your life is totally fucked up right now or totally not where you want it, it can be frustrating to have to admit that you're a part of that process, right? But the beautiful part about that is that you get to create the beautiful part, right? So, you know, it seems like a bad thing, like, oh, I don't want to admit that I'm a part of my fuck up, right? That's why a lot of people don't like to take accountability about shit, right? Because you was a part of that bitch. Like, no matter how much you want to pretend, okay, like you was there when that happened, all right? And oftentimes we have a lot more responsibility than we even take accountability for. It's comfortable to have other people or other entities to blame life on. It's comfortable to have that. But in reality, it's not empowered. It's not an empowered space or state. So I wanted to touch a little bit on that because I did talk a little bit about that last night. And so I did want to kind of touch a little bit more on that today, to just encourage more people, to just recognize, man. Stop doing. Anyway, ultimately, it's just about recognizing that we got choices, right? You got a choice to choose not to. Once again, like, it's not just about you choosing to, but see, I'm not talking to those people. If you choose not to become a conscious creator, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to those who want to be conscious creator, who want to be more empowered.
I took out one. Kyrie just threw out one, so it's the third?
No, it's the same one.
I'm not here talking to people who want to stay under the guise of some external power. That's cool. Do what you do. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to teach you not to be, I'm not trying to convince you or convert you. I'm not trying to convert you. I'm here to speak to people who already know that whatever it is they've been taught ain't it. Shit ain't never worked. It ain't working. I don't feel like it's working. It ain't been working. Something ain't right about it. I don't feel like good about it. Something just, it just don't sit well with me. Okay, it ain't sitting right. That's who I'm here talking to on this channel. That's what this channel's about. It ain't about people who want to fight me. I'm not here to fight you about your beliefs. Believe what the fuck you want to believe. That's your choice. But if you are somebody who does question these things and you do want to know and you do feel like you have more power, you do feel that there's something, just you need to know something more, that's what you're here to know. You're here to know that you are the conscious creator. You are the creator, and the sooner you are able to take responsibility for the good and the bad in your life, the sooner you are to create more good things in your life. Sorry, what? No. What a beautiful blessing it is to be aware of your own divinity, you know, and to not feel bad about that. Because, you know, there's like in religion, they try to make you feel bad for expressing things like the fact that you may have, or that you feel that you have divinity. Why would I feel that way? First off, when we're looking at it, everybody on this earth has manifested here, you know, and everybody on this earth, whether they're conscious of it or not, they are creators in one way or another. You're a creator. You can create chaos. You can create safety. You can create happiness. You can create sadness. You can create all sorts of things. I'm interested in creating abundance, access, flow. Another thing that I really want to point out real quick before I head off out of this conversation is I want to speak to the protection of Ibrahim Traore, because he's been doing some amazing work over there in Burkina Faso. And of course, like per usual, Americans and the French government want to dismantle what he is working on. He is moving and grooving over there, okay? When I say that Ibrahim Traore is moving and grooving, I mean he's moving and grooving. And so any man, woman, country, government that tries to take that down, you will get the curse of the people, and that's just period. But the reality is, it sucks that it takes for somebody to come and step up for us all to be willing to, you know, speak those types of words. We should be like this already. We should already have that. And maybe we did, but a sense of it was torn or broken down because the system aims to keep us disavowed, disempowered, dismantled. The system has aimed at that, but we have to remain steadfast and strong and our beliefs and our knowing, and we have to be willing to fight for what we believe in. And fighting is not just going to war. Fighting is also mental and emotional stuff too, because we got to remember, once again, we're creators, and we create from our mind, our hearts, our thoughts. And right now, as a collective, we are in tune. Like, we are totally tapped in, tuned in as a collective. Like, overall, I ain't gonna say everybody, but as a collective overall, we are totally tapped in. And that is a powerful method in which change can occur. And it seemed like we all thought, oh, we have to do this and that to make change. But a lot of the change comes from our mindset. It starts from how you think, how you speak, how you feel, what you say. So I just hope that we continue on in the pathway to being open to our betterment, to being open to our elevation, and to being open to the fact that we are conscious creators, and that we will not allow anybody, no matter who they are, to be in the way of what we need to accomplish as a collective. We gonna get what we need to get, and it don't matter how many generations. We don't die, we multiply, we baby kids, basically, okay? But I don't think it's going to even take that much anymore, because now, collectively, we're in tune, we're tapped in.
Is it all out?
And they ain't going to be able to shut us down. During the age of Pisces, they could shut us down. Yeah, I done burned all what I had, so if you want some more, you got to go get it.
Dang. Okay,
We tapped in, we tuned in. And we got to do better about, you know, the food that we eat and the food that we consume, the content that we consume and shit like that. Like, that'll help us be even better than we've been. And then we have to stop being so fucking toxic towards each other, you know? Because we've been doing that. We've been doing that shit. Taking after calcified individuals, trying to mimic the calcified versions of humanity. And that ain't never worked for nobody. It ain't worked for them, it ain't worked for us. So we just got to be better in general about how we moving around in life, how we processing life, and how we just doing life in general. So hopefully this video has shared some information to somebody that just needed to hear it. I'm about to go on in, and I'm about to go on and finish out the rest of my night. All you got was $3?
I got this one.
Oh, okay.
$3. Here, do you want this?
Mm-mm.
No reaction when I told you what
Okay.
went down
Good night.
in Virginia.